Hi, welcome to Diamonds Forever in San Diego. I'm here with Ben today to ask some advice for the guys out there on how to shop for a diamond center stone. Hello, Ben.
Hi, Amy.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I look forward to hearing your advice.
Well, I buy diamonds for a living.
Oh, so when guys are shopping for a center stone, what should they be looking for?
First and foremost, with any gemstone, this is also something they teach us at GIA, is your first reaction to it when you see it. It's got to be the most important. When you're looking at loose stones, or even if they're mounted, they should right away just be beautiful, and it should be something you want to look at.
Okay. And what's the next step? What's the next thing you should look at? Is it the color, clarity, cut?
Usually it's, you'll take your initial opinion of a few gemstones if your jeweler is showing you a few. At Diamonds Forever, we like to get a good selection, so there is that background. So you're kind of becoming a professional as you're shopping. I don't like this one, I like this one, and we can kind of narrow down what you like. The color and clarity is very specific to the stone and to the guy who's shopping for it.
Okay, so what other advice do you have for guys when they're shopping for a center stone? Like, is there anything else they should be aware of?
Yeah, just some pointers. A lot of times people get caught up with grading report evaluation, or there's kind of a lot of info online that'll pull you in a million different directions, and at the end of the day, even though you might not know anything about diamonds, your own opinion really is most important.
Trust your eyes.
Yeah, trust your eyes. People have been, admiring jewelry and gemstones for hundreds of years before they had a scientific approach to studying them. They were all beautiful. So it's something to keep in mind, and get something that you're going to be proud of. Color and clarity seem to be, the two biggest after carat size. And the cool thing about diamonds is you can kind of start with what's most important to you. If you want to stay over a carat and a half, then you can kind of adjust the clarity and color and find the right value stone for you.
So after working with a bunch of clients, have you noticed something that people tend to gravitate towards within the color, clarity, carat cut,
yeah,
average? What is the most?
If you want to get super nerdy about it, it seems that the clarity range, SI1, SI2 seems to be the breaking point where people don't want to go below that. And then, the JK color, those color grades seem to be where they don't want to go past it, or even that's right where they're kind of uncomfortable with the coloring. And it's cool because, a lot of the pricing will reflect that.
Yeah. I think online you read a lot about the higher color and the higher clarity grades, like the flawless and the D, E, F color range. But once you see them in person, it's really hard to actually visually see the difference between an E and an F, or an F and a G. So definitely try to look at your stone in person. You might think you want one thing, but once you see it, you might be okay with another.
Yeah, I think personally, if it was me shopping, the diamonds with a very high color grade seem to be the most impressive at first glance. But it doesn't have to be a D. It could be, FGH. So yeah, it's important to look at a few stones, and even if you come into our shop, we can show you 3 stones, different color grades, and usually on their own, it's very hard to tell the difference between an F and an H even. It's only when you put them together that you can see it.
Yeah, and even if stones were to have the same grading reports, 2 identical GVS2s with very good cut grade, same size, the way that they look in person could be completely different. And so we're trained to help you find the stone that even with all things the same, one has a little bit more personality, a little bit more sparkle, and we can definitely help you find that. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. Our information will be below this video. Benny, do you have anything to add?
Nope, that was a great last point you made though. It was excellent.
Thank you, I try. Well, thank you for watching, and we hope you join us again next time. Have a great day.
Bye.